This is episode 1 of season 3, vlogging with Tempo, Mark and Haley. This is Haley Hogan, Sing Family's marketing and sales manager. I'm Mark Fleming. What are we doing today?
We are talking about customer experience.
Customer experience is tight. What do you want to talk about with customer? I'm sorry. I'm not going to do the question thing the whole time. I will. All right. What do you want to talk about when it comes to customer experiences?
How it can be improved, what the customer is expecting and what people are delivering. Really everything about taking care of a customer.
That's cool. There was one just yesterday, right? When they called in, they were asking for a service that we don't provide every single service out there, right? But we explained to them what we could do. And when we got out there and we were doing our inspection, whether we go out do the maintenance, we found some areas for improvement. He found the expert for the thing that he needed to have happen in his house. At the end result, he bought the house, moved in, had everything that he needed put in. And as I've tracked that from the beginning of it coming in, all the way through to the production side, where the equipment is actually installed, that high level of customer experience was super awesome. What do you think? Do you got any examples that you could think of that recently?
Well, just talking about like implementation of processes, right? So we've instituted a 48-hour time frame. So whenever a customer is in need of a repair and it's an older piece of equipment, if we can't get it next day, which we typically can, we're going to reach out to them. In the first 40 hours, we'll talk to the customer twice after the service tech leaves the house. And then from there on, we're going to talk to them at least every 2 days just to keep them updated, telling them, hey, your part is still scheduled to be here Friday of next week. If it gets here a little early, we will for sure be there to get your heat or air back on.
Yeah.
So keeping them fully informed of the situation is a big part of the customer experience.
That's pretty cool. The coolest thing I think is like if you're doing it every single day, and it's less and less frequent like this, but there was a time period, right, where it may be 1 or 2 weeks out on certain things. It's pretty rare, but there's certain things out there that when it comes to getting from a manufacturer, there might be a little bit of a delay. That everyday thing may not be, that it might just be too much. And every other day, it's like just, to me, I think is a sweet spot between, here they are, they're calling me again, but also I feel like I'm kept in the loop and I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
That's awesome customer experience.
If we're able to set expectations for a customer to where they know that we will contact them by this time, and we do follow up with the expectations that we've set, then there's no reason that we would ever have a unsatisfied customer, and that's the goal.
The customer's experience, right? As I'm looking through some of the great key points about enhancing the customer service, training. And we just had a really awesome training event yesterday. Yep. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah, we can. With a couple of our service techs, they came in. We went over the process. I guess they're classified as maintenance techs, so they've been with us over a year or two, in one case. But the process that they go to make sure that whenever they're performing maintenance, even if the system is just a couple of years old, they need to check certain things to make sure that one, it's running at full efficiency, to make sure it's not costing the customer extra money in the energy bills. Two, to make sure that the airflow is correct. So not just like one room is fit comfortable. We want to make sure that every room in the house is comfortable. So they're going to check everything to make sure it is working for that homeowner. And asking questions of to the homeowner is one of the most important things to know how it is working. And if you don't ask the questions, then it's going to be hard to know what they need done,
Yeah.
if anything.
Like I ask you questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's the really cool thing I like with a focus on regular training is consistency, right? If you've got well, we have one tech that's just got an amazing amount of 5-star reviews. He's been part of Tempo for, I would say, generations almost, right? And the when we've trained to the level of experience that the customer gets with whether those technicians coming in the home or someone who's gone through tech school, come out of tech school, was an apprentice, did training, and now is operating a truck. That the level of communication, the level of technical training and support, universal across the board. So there's an even level of experience, regardless of who comes in your house. Although there are people who love certain technicians, which is super cool too. There's not a huge difference between any experience that you'd have from service.
Yep, he's the tech you're mentioning. He's been with us what 30 plus years. 31 years. Nice. And from what I hear, he has not only done the parents maintain their systems, now generational, he is maintaining the children's systems as well. Is that right?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
it is.
That's cool. Well, I guess we're one of the few companies that allows the homeowner to say, hey, if I can have this preferred tech, then they'll try to send that technician out every time, which is that's a nice as far as customer experience. That's another advantage that we saw a long time ago. That making sure that that customer is taken care of, and part of taking care of that customer is they have the person they're comfortable with in their home every time.
That's true.
Yeah.
As the also, the home, you've got a relationship with the homeowner, but it's kind of neat, when you have somebody who's come out to your house for years and years and years. You open the door. If you've got any new updates about how things are going, let them know. But I know where these filters are. I know where this indoor unit is. And it's just really, really efficient, really streamlined.
Yeah.
But also, if you train to that level, when we're being consistent, if you've never used this before and we come in, you get that kind of level of comfort of somebody who's already been in your house 10 or 15 times over the course of years and years and years.
Yeah.
It's a very similar experience.
Yeah.
Right. Is that why we run through, we chunk off time to bring people in and train on that. We bring a lot of manufacturers come in to train on whatever new updated equipment's coming out. And then we also build in-house training for other technical stuff. HVAC is not rocket science, but it's vastly approaching it. So it is pretty cool stuff.
Yep. I'm a firm believer in you can learn things, right, from different industries. So, for example, where we got our checking in process, I guess you could call it, is we took it from big retailers that you've heard, like Amazon and even Domino's. Like, you get an email instantly whenever you order something from there, and it shows you, hey, your order has been received. Then as soon as it's shipped from Amazon, you get another email, hey, your order is shipped. So we're taking that approach, that customer service, which is routinely ranked as one of the best companies in customer service, to our company. Hopefully, our industry is following suit, which I know some are. So that's taking ideas from everywhere is something that will improve not just our industry but every other industry. So that's the customer experience, improving that any way you can.
I think we're up against it for right now. I could probably talk about this for like another hour.
Probably yes.
So, is there any last thing you wanted to cover on that?
Well, not that I can cover in a couple minutes. So
No, that's fine. We'll pick this back up here. Going forward, we'll have other trades in our home services. We'll have vendors and manufacturers come in and technicians. One of the really cool things that we'd like to be able to do is not only talk about what we could provide for the customer, but also we try to pull together the best talent around. So if you know somebody or you have a connection with somebody who wants to get into this trade or has been in that, comment on this. Don't forget to like it, comment, and what kind of if we're on a other app, how many stars do we want?
ooh, 5 stars.
5 stars. 5-star review. All right, and we'll see you next time.